I want to start this weather story with a look at the situation in northern Ontario. Moosonee, this is an ice jam, flooding concern, a very real concern, I should say, near coastal areas. And I'm sure you've heard of Saskatchewan, Ontario by now. Nearly the entire community has had to evacuate by plane. We're going to have more on that coming up throughout the hour. I'm Mackey. You're watching the Weather Network. Let's begin our weather story with a recap of our national high temperatures on Wednesday. You'll note that we are still below seasonal in the east, and that's a trend that's going to continue through until about Sunday. But then as we look into the prairies, you'll note the yellows, the oranges, indicative of temperatures into the mid-teens, into even the high 20s for places like Regina, Saskatoon, 28 degrees on your Wednesday. And that's thanks to a southerly flow of air and a nice ridge of high pressure. Now, I want to clarify something with this map, because where we see the blues in our old mapping system, that was indicative of temperatures below zero degrees. But here, that just means temperatures into the plus single digits. So that's what we're seeing through Vancouver on Thursday afternoon. Just over that into the 13-degree mark is your daytime high. That is still below seasonal. But the warming trend is really making its way further to the east. Toronto, Thursday afternoon, 15 degrees to go away. And it's not gone yet. We are expecting some showers Wednesday night through until your Thursday through the Maritimes. Isolated, we could have some cloudy breaks in there, but it's going to linger a little bit longer for the Avalon Peninsula through until about Friday. Winds are also going to be quite strong for the Avalon, but then high pressure begins sinking down Friday, and that's going to make for a dry week in through the Maritimes, but the temperatures are going to remain cool until we get through until Sunday. That's when they'll become more seasonal. Thursday morning, we also have the chance of seeing some mixing through Charlottetown and Sydney, because those temperatures are floating with the 0-degree mark. Here's what we can expect for the next 7 days in St. John's. There's your rain-snow mix, and by Saturday, things are clearing up. Stay with us. We've got your locals next on the 10s. Enjoying the spring day. Now, I think that pup is also going to enjoy this weekend if he likes sunshine. More on that in a moment. I'm Mackey. You're watching the Weather Network. We do have an upper-level low. It's the same upper-level low that's been bringing us all of that unsettled weather through the east over the past few days. It's going to persist for the Maritimes and Newfoundland as we move into your Thursday with some isolated showers. The heaviest showers will be relegated through the Avalon Peninsula. It's just that much closer to the center of the low. And we're also looking at a very windy Thursday before things will finally diminish for your weekend. High pressure moving into place and sunshine on the way. But before we get there, here's how much rain we have to contend with. 5 to 15 millimeters expected for the Avalon Peninsula. We also have rainfall warnings in effect for northeastern Newfoundland just because the ground is frozen, so it has a really difficult time absorbing all of that rainfall. Thursday afternoon, daytime highs in the single digits for the Maritimes, St. John's, a daytime high of only 2. And that means along with all of the rain, we do have the chance of seeing some mixing moving in because we are flirting with that 0-degree mark. A similar story for Clarenville. Expect to see some mixing in there as well. And then Friday, that's when we'll finally begin to see high pressure building into place for the Maritimes, and still a cloudy day for St. John's. Here's your top 5.